Welcome back, gamers, to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers, and if you happen to be new here, we put out daily content on all things gaming, so if you're down with that, then tap the subscribe button to see more. Plus, leave us a comment down below with which celebrity video game appearance surprised you the most. I'd love to hear them. And while you ponder that, let's jump right into today's list of the top 10 celebrity cameos in video games. In at number 10, Idris Elba. Now, over the course of the NBA 2K series, countless stars have lended their image and voice to the game. We've seen Haley Joel Osment and Anthony Mackie being key players in the 2K19 game, but no one quite as big a star as Idris Elba, who will be making his debut as a coach in NBA 2K20.
Whatever point you think you're making, son, now is not the time. You are the captain of this team. Better act like it.
I believe I am, coach.
Throughout the My Career mode, Idris will act as the main character's college coach, and the entire story is being produced in collaboration with LeBron James' production company Spring Hill Entertainment. As a longtime fan of the series myself, and I'm sure fans alike, we usually have some hesitation when a celebrity comes in to co-produce the stories for the game. However, with someone like LeBron who actually played in the NBA, this story mode should turn out to be one of their best yet, and with Idris leading the game, it's going to become a classic for sure. In at number 9, Snoop Dogg. With Snoop Dogg co-hosting a show with Martha Stewart and now hosting his own game show, it's easy to forget his gangster rap background. However, his role in the game True Crime Streets of LA will forever serve as a stark reminder that Snoop wasn't always about cooking the perfect quiche. After collecting 30 dog bones hidden around the game, and that's D-O-double-G for dog, you will immediately trigger a Snoop Dogg minigame called Dog Patrol. This will allow players to use Snoop as a playable character to ride around the streets of LA, solving crimes and taking down the bad guys.
Feels good to be the D-O-double-G.
This ain't no Grand Theft Auto. This is LA. Open up the drops with the gun out cars like the tip on the hollow. I'm gonna divide the city.
In at number 8, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson!
You can't win. The title's mine. Don't you know who you're messing with?
In perhaps one of the most ridiculous of celebrity cameos, the King of Pop found his way into the center of a boxing ring. We say ridiculous because, well, fighting wasn't really part of the star's expertise. Although that didn't stop video game Ready to Rumble boxing from including Michael in all of his moonwalking glory from stepping into the squared circle. With his one bedazzled glove, the developers did their best to capture his likeness. Along with their attempts, Jackson also came into the studio to lend his voice for the character, as well as letting the animation team capture his motions too. If you're wondering why it looks a little clumsy, well, it was 1999, so that's pretty much all the explanation you need.
With this groove, I can't lose.
In at number 7, Ozzy Osbourne. The infamous Prince of Darkness made one of the most memorable celebrity appearances amongst many other hardcore rockers such as Lemmy and Rob Halford in Tim Schafer's love letter to rock video game called Brutal Legend.
But that's the way the world is today, I'm afraid.
Who?
Oh, me? Oh, I'm nobody. I'm just a guardian of metal.
Whether you're a fan of Black Sabbath or not, it was difficult not to enjoy his performance as he proclaims to be the guardian of metal to the protagonist of the game. Not exactly the Prince of Darkness, but hey, close enough. In at number 6, Shaquille ONeal.
Fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, Shaquille ONeal!
Seeing professional athletes play themselves in sports video games is quite normal. What isn't that normal though is seeing them play themselves in an entirely different sports game. For Shaq though, the Godzilla gorilla not only stepped inside of a UFC training ring in real life, but also became an unlockable character for fans of UFC Undisputed 2010. Although because he's naturally a basketball player, his stats in comparison to everyone else seem crazy. Shaq stands just over 7 feet tall, making him much taller than pretty much any UFC competitor in sports history. This cameo was terrific, but in our opinion, they dropped the ball a little bit. Usually Bruce Buffer will say which area of expertise that the fighter is trained in, but for Shaq, they just went with the bland mixed martial arts fighter. Big missed opportunity for bringing Shaq Fu into the mainstream. Come on, how great would that have been? In at number 5, Ricky Gervais.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ricky Gervais.
Hi, how you doing? Cheers. Thanks.
As a stand-up comedian, I have to admit that I'm a little jealous over this massive opportunity for Ricky Gervais. Starring as himself inside the seedy local comedy club in Grand Theft Auto 4, Gervais delivered some terrific jokes to a crowd of NPCs. It was a little bizarre to watch him navigate the stage with no microphone in sight, but hey, Rockstar Games captured his humor so perfectly, bottling up some reality that helped keep the game grounded. It wasn't just a one-off scene either. You could actually come back to the club and watch Ricky perform all new jokes, which was refreshing and entertaining.
So in this documentary they wired her jaw together to try and stop her eating. So she liquidized 10 pie and chips a day. Pie smoothies. Now she's not even chewing. That used up 10 calories.
In at number 4, H3H3 Productions.
We flew out to Sweden. We made the whole DLC with the team. We figured out the character, the weapon, the deck. We planned it all together. They even put together that huge crazy fan meetup that you guys saw on Ethan and Hila.
For all you avid YouTube fans out there, I bet there was nothing more rewarding than watching the team of Ethan and Hila from H3H3 Productions making their way into Payday 2. Although we're not exactly sure if many gamers recognized them at first, there must have been someone over at Overkill Studios who knew that including them in the game would only benefit the hype for the second installment of the series. I mean, their main channel currently has over 6.5 million subscribers, with their podcast having over 2 million all on its own. That's some serious promotion, and on their video titled We're in Payday 2, they garnered 3.4 million views. Ethan spoke in the video about how Overkill set up fan events in Sweden and even let the YouTubers select everything from their costumes to weapons. They seemed pleased with the overall experience, even if Ethan felt that he was being fat shamed by fans of the game. Don't worry, Ethan, we still love you. In at number 3, Kit Harington.
How many did you come with?
We're it.
What about the airship we shot down?
Best known for his role as Jon Snow in HBO's Game of Thrones, the star also had his moment in the sun playing a starring role for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Harington plays as the game's main antagonist, which is a nice change of pace for how fans usually view him. This game also put on display just how far the technology has come in recreating celebrity faces. It's like scary close. They did an amazing job.
I will detonate this vessel and level your city.
Come and get me, Koch. Leave your bridge. Pick up a weapon and fight.
We don't fight, we attack.
In at number 2, Norman Reedus. At the Tribeca Film Festival, fans had gathered to hear new details for Kojima Productions' newest video game, Death Stranding. Surprisingly on the red carpet though was Walking Dead star Norman Reedus. After posing with some fans and giving out autographs, the team revealed that Norman just wouldn't be in the game, but he would act as a playable character as well. In order to capture all of Norman for the game, their animation team spent 2 straight days scanning his entire body, including his wide variety of facial expressions and the unmentionables. Norman has played a large role in the recreation of the Celebrity Cameo for this game as well, even insisting that they re-scan him to insert a new tattoo that he got after the whole scanning process. Plus, during the reveal, he even joked that if he were to get any new tattoos that they would be sure to include them in a new DLC skin pack. Also, for the curious amongst you, Death Stranding is set to be released November 8th, 2019. And I can't wait. Last but not least, in our number 1 spot, Keanu Reeves.
Wake the f up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
During the Xbox E3 2019 press conference, CD Projekt Red brought the heat with their newest teaser for the game Cyberpunk 2077. In the trailer, the protagonist, who we're assuming will be our playable character, gets roughed up after a deal goes sideways and ends up being tossed into a junkyard outside of the city. This was the big reveal where they introduced Keanu Reeves' NPC Johnny Silverhand. Along with his celebrity cameo, Reeves stole the show in person as well, making us that much more excited for this truly breathtaking game. Silverhand was actually an iconic character from the original Cyberpunk 2020, so it will be interesting to see how well Keanu fits into his role as the hologram urging us to help him burn the city down.
Please welcome Keanu Reeves.
And that has been the top 10 celebrity cameos in video games. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, show us some love by tapping that like and subscribe button. Plus, leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on this list. And for more videos like this one, all you have to do is click that flashing playlist on the screen. From Top 10 Gaming, I'm Johnny Rogers saying until next time, take care.